going now. So yeah, Amikdara, you're just saying you don't have anywhere to put a colony.
Yeah.
Turn
It is.
28. It's mid game.
Mhm.
This I
There
can't.
is like MPS creeping around here somewhere.
I'm trying to remember if this is the one from last time, but I don't think it is actually.
No,
No,
I was
it's new.
concluded.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. You guys would have, tried to finish that one quickly if you could. If you can meet.
You mean that one is finished already?
Oh, are you saying the one from last week got delayed?
Delayed?
Like you guys weren't able to play the one that I streamed last weekend? I think it had MPS
Oh, no, we
and
don't
you.
have. This is the only game we have active right now.
Okay. I can't remember who else.
Finished.
Yeah, it was you, Zombie, MPS,
Yeah, I was
and then
there,
you
MPS
had kicked
beat me
another
and
player.
MPS beat me and Zombie didn't do anything.
Right. Well, he got second place. Applause. I mean, if you care about rankings, then I think that's a thing. It's a strategy. I don't know how much I care about that.
In this game. Second place.
Hey man, second's better than last.
Amikdara, why are you so slow?
Because I have like 6 cities and so many animals.
You have a big empire.
Yeah.
If y'all want to show me your empire, I could do that while you guys are waiting, because you can kind of click around, show me what you got. I have a feeling this stream may have slowed down some people's connection, but you guys were cool with that last time, and I like that. I think for casting purposes, that's pretty helpful. Thanks, Zombie.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
I have nothing.
Oh boy. These numbers look very different.
Yes, very different.
It's okay. I
have early rush and long
yeah, he tried to rush Mia.
Oh, really?
And she rushed me, and we meet in the middle and take long fights.
Nice. Is that 0 here?
Not nice. My economy is screwed.
Let's see. There's 5 players and 4 of you here. So did Mia get knocked out?
Yes.
Oh. So your rush didn't even do what you wanted it to. It knocked them out, and you didn't get the economic gains from it. It looks like
I win, but my economics,
But what cost?
What cost? Yeah.
Definition of Pitheric victory. Oh, I like what you're playing though. I'm sure it's public knowledge what you have then if you've been in fights. Like, do people know your secret tech, or is that remain secret?
Yeah. They know all.
My goodness, this is not a bad turn for you at least.
Yeah. I prepare to raise my economy.
Yeah.
To sky.
Yeah, that's adjacent to your city center. You did not prepare correctly.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's
oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Yes.
0.
Pretty funny. gonna take a quick look at some of the other empires just to see where the
Okay, I just off my micro.
Ты выключил микрофон, я понял.
Yeah. Да, я собираюсь.
Давай, смотри. Все, нападай.
I'm on their screens because I was curious what. Yes, this is interesting. Hello.
Не.
О, понятно.
Oh, nice animal. Oh, this is a fantastic time to get here for stream. I love it.
You already missed one combat today, but it was small.
Yeah. Oh, I should
Arborian host? Wow.
I didn't post my links places, but my.
Oh, MPS is being attacked by Giro.
I will.
Xeno sniper. Powerful.
Game capture. I think I need to.
Xenozone.
Not that one.
We have 2 Xenoplague players actually.
Yeah, I need to do this for just a second. Xenoplague? Really?
Yeah.
Aw, adorable. Wait, facing each other right now in this fight?
Why not? One Xenoplague and other.
Yeah, I am Xenoplague too.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Wow.
You didn't know it? Like you could see my plague pods when I fight your recon.
No.
That's why I have so many units. We are playing with expanded racial expansion, so he has units like this.
Let's go back to.
We don't see. Like.
Okay, now we'll turn this back on again. What is this one? Alright, now I'm watching the combat again. I'm back.
Everyone is streaming. Good.
Как выяснилось, это вообще какашка какая-то.
Oh boy, this stream appears to be in a different language. Let's go to this
Well, if it
one.
wasn't me, then everyone would speak Russian or something.
Yeah, probably. Is this game? Are both these players using the other alphabet?
Yeah, Azbuka.
I think this. I don't know what you're saying. Careful, Amikdara. I don't know what you're saying.
It wasn't slur, Jesus.
Alright. I shouldn't assume.
It was the name of the Russian alphabet. It's called Azbuka, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And Ukrainian has different letters or the same?
Some of them different, yeah.
Must be like Czech and Slovak.
Well, it looks
Except we
like
hate each other when we are.
It's Cyrillic script, but Cyrillic scripts change from language to language, and other language has some same symbols or different ones.
There is some advanced technology from Zero. I must say this new generation of beginners doesn't play bad. Look at this huntress. She's thick.
Oh wow.
I mean, I want to let's look at Amikdara's stream so that I can see the huntress you're looking at. Which huntress are you talking about, Amikdara? The 81.
You can see it in any stream.
Yeah, well, you have to click on it for me to look at it, Amikdara, because
I have to find it yourself. Well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Huntress.
1 HP.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But no real defensive modifiers. I think it starts with the shield, so yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have defense, but she can heal though.
Yeah, I mean this is
turn. Very strong.
It's like turn 30ish, so I think that could work out. And the nice thing about HP is it's more versatile than what you call it.
But he has other good units. He has Arborian hosts and Sentinel. They are like this armor reinforcement, even well-built bonus. Yeah.
Hold up, what mods are you playing with here?
It's racial expansions. It's Xenoplague racial unit.
That's pretty cool looking. Is it me, or does that look a little bit like a Mega Sow? That's the first time I've seen that one.
It's Arborean Sentinel mutated.
Okay. It wasn't like they'd taken a Mega Sow and stitched it together with an Arborean.
Mega Sow?
The piglets turn into them. The big
Mega
ones.
Sow.
No,
it's nothing like that.
It's model for Liquid Dick, but modified.
Someone's leaders got yanked.
Snipe. Well, there's an operation down at least.
What do we have here? Firestorm missiles still low.
So the attacker here had 2 stacks, the green player, right?
Yeah, it's basically MPS took Zero's town and Zero is like attacking it back. This is like Zero's town occupied by a forgotten Shakarn.
Got it. And did you saw the numbers right before the fight, right, Amikdara?
No, I'm not in the fight.
So I think this is a close fight. I don't know if that's giving away too much information, but I think like the numbers were relatively close to each other.
I don't think I would bet on MPS just for combat pros.
I mean, the number of units is a pretty big advantage. I thought maybe there was colony militia in this, but it's just no, they had more units.
So. No, it's a militia. It's occupied city.
Yeah, makes sense.
But Zero already lost his leader.
Not great. Not a fantastic start. Hey, Mia Magic's actually here in chat. Hey, Mia.
There is apparently strategic operation from MPS 2. I don't know, I can't read those vodka letters.
Vodka letters. Ой, Amikdara.
Что там про водку?
I totally missed what you guys were saying because I was just reading what Mia said about how they got knocked out.
Yeah.
She put up interesting fight, but isn't good in manual combat because she never plays with manual combat. Very peculiar that somebody plays only auto combat. But yeah, who has time to play everything manual, right?
Yeah, and I do think in general the idea of rushing a player was a good one, but unfortunately you ran into another player who had the same genius idea. and if only one of you had that plan, I think it would have worked really well in your favor. But it's one of those risks you take in free for all.
Yeah, they met like turn 4, so like they immediately zombies started rusher immediately. And it was like very fast. It was very unusual. And this is only medium plus for 5 players. So it's like not too small, but neither too big.
Well, it
was definitely very rare scenario.
I start rush because I knew where her capital is.
Smart.
And she pop out like 3 stacks of indentured.
But it's random. Yeah, I don't know why she came to this direction, not another.
Yeah, it's funny.
There was no time to research better units. So she had 3 types of indentured. I'm not wrong.
No. One type of indenture, only one.
No, there is melee indentured in expanded arsenal.
Yes, but she built only one.
Yeah, but that's arguably the best type, the former type. Yes. Because it is consistent range attack, while the other is others are counter. One is melee and the other one is AoE. So maybe melee indenture would work better on you if she overwhelmed you.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to get the full off.
When I play with Syndicate, I never built this other
They told her
Indentured.
about indentured mutant, but yeah, no time to use it. If she pulled off mutants, like that's Vincon.
But she played Promethean, not.
Oh, that's an expanded arsenal unit. It's racial,
Oh.
not Xenoplague.
Well, yeah, Promethean Syndicate is pretty fun. I do like their purifiers being indentured.
Why is it such a big deal? Huh.
Yeah, resetting them can be pretty nice for a lot of different reasons. You can just throw it on fire, do a bunch of damage and not die, and then do more damage next turn.
By the way, MPS, if you necrophaged the blood pustule, it wouldn't explode.
You're kidding me, really? Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, like the unit has some kind of self-destructing ability, and you necrophage it, it like disintegrates him before it can explode, so you can like disable explosions like this.
That's ridiculous. I wonder if that's in what Age of Wonders 4.
No, there is necrophagy, but there are some very crazy spells which we see. Like we permanently have debates, like another crazy thing pops up in any tome.
Yeah.
Yeah, very crazy.
It's like power level seems to be like all over the place. Wasn't there literally that someone spawned 6 unit army from the fucking forest?
Oh, yeah, I saw that in that video. Yeah. No, that seems
I
like...
wasn't believing my ears when Zombie told me about it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. But are they good units?
Yeah,
probably.
5-tier unit. It's maximum tier unit you may have, and three units of third tier.
Yeah.
It's
2 tier 3, 1 tier 4, and some tier 1s or 2. It's not so strong because now there is tier 5, but still it's a respectable power. It can be spawned in forest, and there is another spell which apparently reforests the land.
Yeah, that does seem like something that would get a little bit out of hand pretty quickly, but don't you think that if you see somebody playing that, there's a way to counter it, maybe, perhaps? Like, fire
Maybe.
would like anyone can get fire, right?
You can destroy your own forests near you. But
and
like not all terraforming is possible. Fire is like
but
access to fire.
You don't need forest. You can destroy other your opponent sector and forest appear after on this spot. You turn this forest in units.
Maybe it is very expensive spell.
Yeah.
Yes, it is expensive. 360 mana and casting points.
I see. Yeah, that's a lot of turns. Like
3 turns.
Like tier 3 elementals and stuff like that, which can.
It on video it costs 3 turns.
Yeah, but I assume that there's ways to reduce to get more casting points, right? Like locations or magic materials. So there may be a way to get it even quicker than that, or that may have already been boosted.
He has 100 and something casting points. I don't remember exactly.
100 casting points sounds like quite a bit based on what we have seen.
More than 100.
I like the stream that they did this week when they played, because the AI actually seemed like they had some higher tier units that they had either acquired through quests or built fairly early on. It wasn't just like tier 1 spam, which will I think make the game more interesting to play in single player for the
well,
just variety's sake?
AI in Age of Wonders 3 had consistently high tier units. It only sucks in Planetfall with it because like Planetfall is so much more difficult game than other AoEs.
Yeah.
So like AI is completely better at it.
Yeah.
Even if it pulls off high tier units, they're unmodded.
Right. I just
And
heard
it's
it.
like absolutely doesn't like is it really bad in NPC trades?
Yeah. There's some new followers here. Hello. And also minus the Drifter. 2-spell combo. He spawned forests and then turned them into units. I feel like there's a lot of things that I've missed from those videos. Because I watched them, but I wasn't watching all of them closely while watching them, you know what I mean? And I think I saw something like this morning or yesterday about the tomes. All of the tomes, all 54 of them are out somewhere. Like, was that in Potato's video or am I crazy?
No. It's on Potato videos, only a few of them, but it's completely set on forum. If you want to see it, go to forum, and there's topic of all tomes
Well,
of
very
magic.
risky Zero.
All
from
54. Oh,
from
dang.
all videos and other materials, they completed all sets.
The whole set? Oh my.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't do a Tuesday video this past week. If I had known that was out there, that's what I would have made it on. That's good information. I may have to make a new video topic or to cover before the release of the game, because once the game's out, people can find their tomes.
Yes. On forum you might find another interesting topic. It's about custom race creation.
Yeah.
It's complete guide with all known information. Not guide.
I know
all
the
new,
Wander app.
all
That's
information
what you're talking
about
right?
Simulation.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Wander app where you can create your own faction there? So I think I used that and I like it. It's pretty cool that somebody made that.
It's cool, but the app don't have all info about abilities and other stuff that you have. It's only for screenshots.
Yeah, okay, so there's another one out there now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't been watching them too closely. Dude, my cat is really just wanting my attention right now. It's unacceptable that I'm hanging out with other people.
Yeah.
So rude.
Cats don't like this.
She's looking at me like I'm the best thing ever. Look at me. Look at me.
How old your cat?
Let's see. About 3 years old. Yeah. Past her teenage years.
Yeah.
Unit destroyed.
Oh.
My kitty cat.
Oh.
Unit lost.
So this fight seems to be going in one direction, from what I can tell.
Seems like Zero will soon die.
Oh no.
Well, as a warning
There's
to...
2 Promethean votes, just saying.
Why always this situation? You MPS and my...
The question is why you are so bad?
Yes, why I am so bad. And my little empire with no economics.
There is always this other guy which I play duel with. Last time I actually lost. I picked some little bit more powerful tech this time. It's like I stuck my own difficulty. Like, you know, how is the mechanic? Progressive difficulty, right? It's called.
Yeah. Were you talking about the handicap mechanic?
Yeah, in games, like when you are like getting your ass kicked, the game becomes easier. It's called progressive difficulty, right?
Maybe.
I believe so. I don't know the term, but it sounds about right, like based on what you're saying.
So that's why I have stronger tech now, because like MPS killed my Kirko Sinumbra.
But
was very strong. He had like Phoenix bombs launcher and these Pyrrhix plates, which like consistently heal him and increase his damage. So it was like very long. We were both like healing. With the fight was like 3 hours long.
No, really?
Oh, YouTube. It was very epic.
I gotta go watch that.
It will be uploaded like in 2 days or 1 day. We didn't even start because I'm lazy.
That's fun.
Lazy Amikdara.
Hey, you know, you do what you can.
Will you try to kill that poor raider again?
Yeah.
Oh, some raider died. Well, technically for MPS, these all units are completely obsolete, except for Forgotten, because they have like no armor, no good mods.
Right.
They use like committee and wall units, so they basically like energy suckers, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has not much energy as I look at this territory, so it's like kind of like obsolete casual.
Now, it's interesting how important those modifiers and locations are in Planetfall, because I don't remember them being in Age of Wonders 3. If they were, they weren't as significant or as common.
They were there, but they weren't nearly as significant.
Yeah. You really have to prioritize them because I think of how common they are.
In Planetfall, it's like core game mechanic. It's very important. It's like if you have good spot, it's like if you have fully modded unit before it's even modded.
Yeah.
But like, if I think it will go and tone down very much in Age of Wonders 4, which I'm not like big fan of, but maybe like this playstyle, maybe
it's hard to know until you play with it at this point, but there's like so many things from like, I don't know how I feel about this. But when all those things change at once, then it might fit together and like, you know, neatly.
Without production bonuses, you have like this strange, like the whole centralization gameplay like is completely disregarded.
It's easier to just build a unit in a city, right? I think that's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be convenient,
easier,
but
also
it's like
worse.
Yeah.
For example, in Age of Wonders 3, which is more similar to this, you need like at least two or three, or let's say 2 consistent military cities to like make a consistent military.
Yeah.
In Planetfall, you only need 1, your HQ, which does everything.
Yeah.
If you build it properly. Like, it's very different gameplay, actually, and it took me a while to get used to it.
Do you know what I like in in Age of Wonders 4? There are no city management with population, destroy population on other tasks.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, he's talking.
Amikdara don't took her turns so long.
Colonized management. Well, there is this whole booster mechanic actually, but I think that might be easier. But like you have to count values, so like it's not. And there is like shit ton of buildings you can build.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you build it once and forget about it.
Like Planetfall doesn't have nearly as much buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has buildings in Sector, but Sector upgrades are also in here. So like it seems that amount of buildings got like very much amped up.
Yeah, the provinces are not having like militia on them. I think makes them something that's going to get burned down more often, and yeah, they want you building more in your city center, I think, and just kind of like having the rest for mobility and vision and such. A little bit of
can a province be
economy.
attacked by non-hero army?
Yes, province can pillage by any
There's
army.
no militia, so it
At
can be
least
burned down.
marauders
Yes.
can capture it and burn it down, but I don't
That's
know
not
about
important.
other rulers. I would assume that it follows the same rules, but we haven't seen a lot of wars between like a human-controlled player and somebody else.
You can see it on last stream with diplomacy. Many in Fog of War you may see fire these pillaging provinces.
That stream was such pain. Like they had this policy that they are the good guys, but immediately allied the tyrant instead of like liberating other countries. Like, oh, we are going to befriend this guy which is terrorizing everyone else because we are good guys.
They're just trying to show off mechanics, but I hear what you're saying.
Like so much like everything which is wrong about with this peacekeeper policy, hypocritical. I know it was like showcase the mechanic, but it was very funny to watch.
I hear what you're saying. No, right at the end, it was like they just threw away that alliance. It's so funny.
Oh, another fight? Who is this?
Yeah, was that an
Я
accident?
предпочел, чтобы они вообще не появлялись после битвы проигрышной.
Oh, I see. There was a pustule that got spawned in right afterwards.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well then, let's go see. What was Amikdara's empire doing again?
I lost my hood again.
Try escape.
I'll
Is it
try.
like HUD, buddy? I heard like wood.
Yeah, it took me a
my
second. I
He's
think
saying
I call it a
HUD.
HUD. Like
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I lost my wood.
it's funny though. Every once in a while, I'm like, what? How do I actually say it? You know, like when you hear somebody else
Yes,
say it a
yes.
different way, you're like, you have to think about it, and you're like, I think it's this.
But it not.
Who knows, man? Brain works in mysterious ways. And as somebody who grew up with a different accent and then lost it, I think my brain works in even more mysterious ways.
My HQ is in the very middle of map. Very strategic.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm looking at your stacks here. I'm thinking, this is fun. This is cool. I want to see you get into combat.
I actually haven't been in combat at all. Last person, which is very unusual.
Yeah. Have you decided that you're going to be a pacifist now?
No, like everything is just happening around me, without me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xenoplague pacifist.
I
You
think.
Amikdara pacifist. Oh, this is funny.
I think one of the first matches I want to do is to have like a team game where one team is just gonna be good alignment and the other team is gonna be evil alignment, and then like apart from that, you're free to do what you want. And just see what happens. See how, like, if there is just like one team that gets an unfair advantage based on alignment or skills, I think is probably more likely what's going to happen. Somebody's going to play the game more and they'll get the advantage. And I'm mostly curious to see like if one alignment is more meta than the other. And I don't know. I feel like the evil one probably will become the meta, but they put in a good amount of effort to make the game something you can play tall. I keep hearing them use that term, and I had a video about playing tall, where
Playing
a bunch
tall,
of in Planetfall that a bunch of people got mad at me about online. They're like, "This is not a game where you play tall. This is not Solaris. Stop saying it's a game where you play tall." It means owning less territory. It's developing that territory. So there's the concept of wide, which is owning a lot of of space on the map, and then tall is the space that you do own is highly developed. And so
I can't talk too much because I'm very slow apparently.
Yeah. Don't talk.
One thing people
Take your turns.
do in Stellaris is they do the one planet challenge, which is like a one city challenge, and I did that. And after I talked about playing tall, and after Oathbound came out, I was like, I think Oathbound is like the optimal play style if you want to play tall. Like you just are the good guys. You don't like go out and attack any other independent cities, or even like need to create colonies. You just invite them back to your city, and then that city can be a mega city.
It's like you shouldn't play tall or wide.
Yeah.
You should play like switch your play style to what is best, like operatively, not like to decide on something and then execute it. It's rigid.
I think that it came from like, you know, the YouTube space of people experimenting with different styles and seeing what they like.
Yeah, casual players.
Yeah. I like testing things.
I think very little strategies has balance between tall and wide play. Most of the times wide play is more strong.
Yeah. I mean, a 4X game has expand in one of the X's. Like that seems fundamental to the genre, but I've seen some games do it really well, and some games where it just feels painful. Like they're just like restricting you in a way that doesn't make sense. Like outside of the mechanics in the theme of the game, like you're surrounded by enemies, and you know, waging war makes sense.
Probably I know only one game in which tall gameplay is very strong. For probably only one civilization. It's Civilization 5 playing with Venice.
Yeah, they have an interesting city-state mechanic where it's like, you know, they're pretty hard to take out unless you're playing a very specific empire, and then you can upset other
Venice
people.
Empire. This I think the only one example of definitely a very strong tall empire among all other games and all other examples.
Yeah.
I hope colonizer can't desert me.
Wait,
it's
what?
Like minus 40 chance because of like shit MPS cast on me.
You're hoping it doesn't. I thought for a second you were saying, I hope it just gets, because I don't want to pay upkeep on this thing.
No, I need to deploy it.
See, that's another thing I hadn't considered about there being no colonizers in Age of Wonders 4. They can't desert on their way to settle territory. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to write that when somebody complains about there being no colonizers in one of my videos. I'd be like, well, now they can't desert, so there's that. Oh yeah, you have to get that one, Amikdara. You just have to. Wait, you guys are using those.
Interesting. Who had infiltrated me? It was zombie all along.
What?
I discovered your bug.
What bug?
Like your infiltration zombie. Just purged you.
I don't have infiltration.
Yeah, you don't now.
That's how I feel sometimes, Mia.
That she's.
She said she said when she watches you play that they realize they have no idea how to play. I think that.
I feel that too sometimes. Yeah, like most of the time now. Especially when I'm talking, so I'll shut up now.
But nah, it's like she's very adjusted to the multiplayer situations, and I'm sure we could like come up with some curveballs that would throw her off of her meta, but it's just tough at this point 'cause she's seen it all. Always enjoyed watching Amikdara play against Sinsling and Ninja because they had some pretty fun little meta strategies they would play around with every once in a while.
They are not playing even anymore.
Yeah, I know. But like when I first started playing with them, they would do things kind of like MPS with the Phoenix
Like
bomb launchers being there super early, and you're just like, how did you do that? Right? Rushing tech, you know?
Before I appeared.
Yeah, right around that time. Well, I think, you know, there's other games that they were interested in. I'm a feeling they'll be very active in Age of Wonders 4. Ninja was saying that he'd be interested in playing and one of my things, as long as there isn't too many players. I think he was concerned that there'd be a little bit too much waiting and downtime if we had like 6 people in a game. I like having a lot of people in a match because I feel like that leads to a lot more dynamics. But I hear him on that like concern. I think that it's a reasonable concern for a multiplayer.
Nah.
Nah. Oh.
You're being the nice guy. Amikdara, who are you?
Well, I need some faction to support me in military. Can't just kill everyone. Okay? Especially psychic faction against this double heavy duty armor.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Your economy is so huge on the return.
I don't know if
Yeah, I got like good research start and food start, but not production energy. Well, it's.
Well, you don't need production with what you're doing, do you?
Well, I do. I have production now, but because I uncovered a landmark.
Right.
There. But yeah, I do not need. I was lucky that Xenoplague doesn't require much production to run. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
They're dead is what it looks like to me.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, Mia, Shikarna is my second favorite faction. Maybe actually my favorite faction, to be honest. Because they are very good in auto combat. I like Syndicate first. Or at least traditionally that's been my main faction. But I've been playing more Shikarn because I think that it handles auto combat better. And we've been playing with settings where there's no manual combat against neutrals. So I'd rather not lose my indentured to I don't know, just some tier 1s. Or my the thing about Shikarn is if you take the Promethean one, they have a melee tier 2 that can get killed pretty easily. Because I don't think a lot of Shikarn units have melee until later on. Then there's the Firebrand, which are pretty cool. You're thinking Devar or Vanguard. So Vanguard struggle a lot with auto combat, and Devar is a popular choice with some players, but pretty unpopular with others because they don't have a lot of access to shields. But they do economy very well. You can build buildings faster than anyone else. You got your prospectors, which are nice, gives you scouting and economy. So yeah, Devar sounds pretty cool, I'd say. What do you play? Anyone here? What do you guys like to play when you're playing Devar? What secret texts do you think work well with them? Probably Promethean, right?
Maybe, yes, Promethean.
can heal with their trench thing, so I don't know if they need
Void
quite
Tech
as
is
much
secretly
heals.
good because it gives you like your excavator tanks teleports. So it can use both attacks. It's like kind of borderline broken. If you can survive long enough to pull it off.
Yeah, that's not a rush strategy. I mean, once you have them, then you start rushing, I guess, but you know what I mean. It's not an early rush strategy.
I also like Syndicate because I think they are very strong in late game. For their ambassadors, they provide a lot of influence, and you can buy army from NPC faction very quick.
Yeah, Shikar does that kind of well too. As it's got like a doctrine that lets them get more influence from quests, but also reduction in the cost to buy units. I think if you combine that with Celestian too, they are quite good at rushing tier 4 units. I'm pretty sure I saw like War PC get tier 4s by like turn 18 or 19 once.
Oh.
Luck on quests and just like killing the other NPC factions on the map as well as doing the quests. Like it all adds up, and if you get all of the right doctrines at the right time, like if you're willing to trade out a doctrine slot for the one that gives you more influence when you complete a quest right before you complete a quest every time you're about to complete a quest, that adds up quite a bit. And then if you use the one that reduces the cost of buying units right before you buy like 200 influence worth of units, that adds up. You know, like it's something I haven't done much, but I think I've seen Amikdara do that before, where she'll hold on to 150 influence, take the doctrine that reduces the cost, and then buy a bunch of units.
Oh yeah, that. Would you believe some people regard it as exploit?
I don't know. I think that if you're sitting on that, it's like, I don't know. It seems fair to me. If you're going to use it as assembly and then mod them, I could see that being very frustrating. But I don't know if I would consider that an exploit. But I could see people saying, "Don't do that to me again, please." Like, that's not fair. I'm watching your perspective now, Zombie. I'm curious what you've been working on. You don't have to say too much. You can just show me if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forget.
Yes, him. He needs to do something. What happened to him? Oh no, you can't even get him out there.
It's life. Happened to him.
Oh no.
Life of zombie.
Yeah, that'd go well if you did that, I'm sure.
Should be my turn.
It seems that we could play with zombie together.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like finally out of energy crisis.
You must be joking.
Nice.
What is it?
I have to go to MPS, because that sounded like him saying that.
Happiness event in colony. Happiness event in colony.
Wow. Espionage. Amikdara.
You guys are just messing with each other now.
How you did this?
Cast covered ops.
You never do this stuff. Stop.
I did too much research.
This is my trick.
Oh, too much research. Oh,
Don't know where to spend it.
give it to me.
So in general, Mia, one of the best factions for multiplayer is Assembly, but there are mods that have nerfed what makes Assembly good
multiplayer.
for multiplayer purposes because people really don't like constrictors just shutting their units down and other things like I think there aren't mods that get rid of the ability for Assembly to mod instantly, but that is quite powerful.
No, there's nothing like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be nice if there was a mod that made it so all factions could mod instantly. That'd be nice.
I agree. But
Um,
like on the getting rid of it for everyone, not make it accessible for everyone.
As long as it's a level playing field, I think I'd be happier with that mechanic. But then it's like Assembly would need something else on top of what they already have, which is quite strong. But I
Okay.
I think Shakarn is a pretty strong choice for multiplayer for auto combat and for late game units and mods. They're just interesting. Oathbound is another popular choice, although it's a little bit like it kind of puts a target on your back because a lot of people want Oathbound cities for their mods and units. So you have to be a little bit careful until you get your stuff going, and then they're quite strong. Personally, I don't play much Assembly, or not Assembly, Amazon, but I know that they do well in auto combat. And then for me, Secret Tech, I'm pretty much Promethean main. I love Promethean. It's so nice being able to heal. And I think fire
recently
damage is
got to
pretty
like
good.
Sinumbra really lot.
Yeah.
Or as I call it when I played Sinumbra.
Not bad. I used to like Void Tech quite a bit with the phase
Void Tech is
manipulators.
forward, boring.
Yeah, yeah, because they and no
Yeah,
matter
you
what
have
you're
to go
playing,
for
you
phase
play it
manipulator
kind of the
then.
same way, right? Like you're going to be
It's
using.
autopilot. Let's say
Yeah.
that it is. It's autopilot.
Yeah.
Я нападаю, короче.
Yeah, Mia, I would say the DLC factions were pretty good in general. One of the things I noticed was that the DLCs had a small power creep to it, but like a noticeable increase in the things that the units could do, but would have some interesting weaknesses. Like Shakarn, they're easier to play status effects too, which can be very important once you see certain status effects. Like for example, the one Oathbounds can apply and on their units and in other units. But yeah, Oathbound, they're all melee, so they struggle with range and they struggle a little bit with
No. Oathbound doesn't struggle with range.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to theoretically.
Absolutely not. I hate this blatant lie.
All right, well, what's the Oathbound weakness that they get? Is there none?
It's arc resistance.
Yeah, okay, so you can deal with them with arc damage pretty easily. So
arc resist. No, you can deal with arc resistance with them, not damage.
Oh, don't they have a weakness to arc damage as well?
Well, yes, they can remedy it with their own arc resistance. So not really.
Okay.
It's like they have entropy, but that doesn't do that. Those are all support units. So like basically their only reliable damage is arc, unless they like combine it with some other damage, like Promethean and Psionic, which is why like Celestia and Sinumbra are so solid picks because it is counter.
Right.
But if you rely on your mechs, champions, maybe exemplars, or like wardens, protectors, anything, get like arc retaliation defense and arc positron shield, and that shoots you down. If you are not prepared for it. But yeah, it can be like counterplayed, and so it's like that's why I don't like the race, because there's like some weaknesses which can be easily countered. It's not well designed race in my opinion.
Right.
The vehicle is overpowered. It unlocks too soon. It's a must have. For example, I play like Oathbound now, but I play it sub-optionally. from the start.
Right.
Because
I
like I don't want like to kill everything with the hero, and it's under my standards.
I think the biggest thing for me is the precog. Like it's so
Yeah, that.
I don't know, being able to just not take damage. It's too good.
It's very good doctrine. Best combat doctrine possibly.
And then you keep getting more stats effects or like things like last stand and adversity for fatalism.
Yeah, support
And
units are
oh
very
my
strong.
god. It just keeps the stats effects are so good.
So it is best support units in game, best mods in game, and line one and best military like fighting units in game. Yeah, so it's best
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah, right. I know a lot of
Basically.
people will make
There's
like
also
the
best operations. Like there's operation which flat out gives you 2 ranks and to your newly produced units.
That's so dumb. You're right. And then you
There's
combine that with the
only
other
one
thing.
weakness.
Just prime rank.
It's addicted to dealing arc damage. So
Yeah.
it needs to be countered by arc using race, especially assembly. But it can be overcome by secret tech choice.
Yeah, I think Syndicate actually has some interesting interactions against Oathbound because you know the arc damage.
Nah,
But
Syndicate is
also
so hard.
I don't know. They got
Best you
some
can
other
go
things.
in ratio is basically Subjugator with arc positron arc, which is like twice as expensive as what your opponent needs to get his combo going.
But I think the indentured like in you know what you call it overdrive, it reminds me a little bit of like the last stand because it lets units stay alive a little bit longer and if you use that appropriately, an indentured can actually deal quite a bit of arc damage in a turn.
If the champions get stuns, it's like with unit without stun resistance, it will go like 70% stun even if it survives deep impact.
Mm-hmm. Nice grenades.
So like but it doesn't have like much economy boosters. It has like hero links, so it's not bad on that front, but assembly like beats it in economy level.
Yeah.
But since it's always Planetfall, which is like actually skill-based game, if you are like only a little bit better than your opponent, like in game, you will beat even Oathbound with anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you are just a bit stronger. It's just a problem. These problems only arise when you have equal powers of like players of equal power level.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like you can beat anyone with anything. That's like why you see me playing most stupid shit imaginable and still winning.
Yeah. Miu is saying that the Shakarn have a lot of AoEs. Yes, they do. The Raiders can shoot in a line. The Deadeyes can shoot in a line. I mean, impairing grenades are pretty annoying.
Yeah, what you're talking, it sounds like Age of Wonders, Planetfall, it's huge variety is the core of balance.
Yeah, it is. It is very difficult game. Like I have over 6,000 hours in it, and I am like not playing it perfectly all the time. I don't think it's possible for a human, and absolutely not for AI.
I'm glad that that's I think that that's a good like a fair opinion because I feel like when we first started playing Amikdara, you're like, oh yeah, no, like there's a way to do this, right? But yeah, it's just like the variety really makes it tricky. You gotta adapt. And there are things you can do, but sometimes the map is just it's nice to you or mean to you. This is gonna be an interesting showdown. Did Zero leave the match or no? They just they're not streaming their
Oh, well, he's
POV.
still in game. Just slowly getting eaten.
Yeah, no, it's tough once that happens. Your turns take a lot less time and stuff too. So what is your plan for release day, Amikdara? Do you have one yet?
Yeah, I told you, I have like 9 people party. I will host immediate 8-player free-for-all, maybe even more at the same time with different like game masters. All will be streamed, published like on the server. I will like deploy my base right on the official server. No hiding in private servers this time.
Right.
I will be right in there frontlining. Then Dead Reaper is developing some ELO, so I will try to push it right in there.
Oh, really?
If I have enough people, yeah, I will say that there is interest in this application and I will support. And one of these developers and who is that? Yeah, mods will have to implement it there. So like that's my ambition.
That's pretty cool. So who's in that match? Do we know yet? The 9
Yeah, you can
person
check
one?
it on the multiplayer channel, but now I have to play because I'm lost
Yeah.
again.
Okay, go. Let's see, which POV am I on right now? Let's go to your POV, Amikdara. If I could afford the game, I'd join.
My town. I just finished final tier militia. Come at me.
Yeah, I see
Doesn't
it.
matter that the city currently costs me more than it produces.
I see it. That's why I'm.
Please take it already.
My army for this big fight.
Oh man, is it
You
actually
have very
happening?
strong defense.
Now I need to see Zombie's point of view because I don't see his army yet.
Yeah.
Ah, hello.
Yeah. See, this is this city.
Yeah, I see it there. Oh, it's got a little precog machine.
Yeah, and colony militia is so high.
Oh god, it's nice to a teleporter too. That's
Yes,
always scary.
my best army.
No, this can't
Yes.
be true, Zombie.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, how much fucked he is.
He just showed me 5 tier 4s. You're dead, Amikdara. Sorry, you should run away.
5 tier 4s.
That's
Can't even
Scrier's
sustain
dead.
it.
He's actually a Voidbringer, secretly.
Yeah.
Okay. Should do my turn almost. Last one.
Yeah, do your
just check.
turns. Do it. Just do it.
Don't do my turns. My turn to go.
Yeah, pretty much it looks like.
Amikdara, you in war with Gross?
No.
No.
Peace.
So me, I think the game will probably go on a sale pretty quickly. Eventually not eventually, they have announced the roadmap for DLCs, and I think it's basically every 3 months or a year they're gonna release something new. And I have to imagine when that happens, there'll be some kind of sale on the base game. Maybe a bundle, but I think they'll if I remember correctly with Planetfall, they just kind of did sales with that one.
Who is getting purged this time, MPS? Enjoy your taps.
Something tells me this is a little bit more of a fair standoff between Amikdara and MPS in this match than the other one. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I think I'm better off this time. I feel like I can beat him. No.
If you've avoided combat, that has certain advantages. Like you haven't
But
lost
he is
your
like very
guns.
strong production bonuses, so like I can't just rush him or he will like repel me.
Right.
I need to like economically outproduce him because I can't stand against him in military.
That makes
So you need
sense.
to slowly destroy him. I shouldn't be telling this aloud.
Yeah, right.
Ну, я это все и так понимаю, но я...
Maybe he doesn't understand my language well.
Not.
You'll have to count on it.
He say that he so understand. Yes.
What is it here?
What the heck is that?
Injector, yeah.
I know that second unit, but this,
Чтоб ты
yeah.
понимал, у нее
Dude,
сейчас
that's
космита
crazy
больше,
looking.
чем у нас двоих вместе взятых.
It's expanded arsenal unit.
Kind of want to read its
Description,
but I won't make y'all sit through that.
Very good.
Easy.
Аж 0 умножить на любое число будет 0, так что... Я не шучу, реально 0.
Okay, I'll get rid of this.
I don't know. Maybe this.
Hey, we got a person from YouTube here. What's this game? This is Age of Wonders Planetfall. That's awesome. You got a couple people in a free-for-all here. We're watching, which point of view am I on here? MPS, the yellow player in the top left. And we have Amikdara over there in teal, and Zombie is over on the other side of the map. And I think Zero is somewhere around here. Yes, this is a fun little 4X game.
Но я все равно видел.
It will mentally deconstruct to show you your deepest secrets about yourself.
It's quite challenging.
Cruel game. Age of Wonders is a cruel game. Never forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like shows you the highest high and drops you like a little shit.
It's one of those games where when I make a mistake, I know I made a mistake and I feel it. You love to hate it. Like it keeps you coming back. Like it's not like you blame the game when you make a mistake. You made
because
the
you know
mistake.
It was your fault.
Like 9 times out of 10, realistically, there are situations where you're like, okay, game, that was dumb, but it's pretty solid. I don't know. I think I've heard you, Amikdara, say it's kind of like the best game ever, or masterclass, or something like that. I think, I don't know if I would say ever, or my favorite game I've ever played, but it's in the top like 3. It's definitely, if not my favorite game I've ever played.
Stellar is better than it. That's all I care.
You know what? No, I don't think Stellaris is better than it. I think as an experience, Planetfall is a more fun.
Yeah, I forgot.
As a whole. But no, I think there's something to be said about games that changed the industry and made it possible for games like what we have today. And I think for me, my favorite game I've ever played probably has to be like Knights of the Old Republic 1 when I was a kid. Like that was such You played it?
No, but I don't know why I know it's Star Wars game. I just know it. It's like collective consciousness.
Yeah. Well, it made people who hadn't taken storytelling in video games seriously before start taking it seriously. Be like, this could be more than just a game or something that people considered for kids. That shift really happened, I think, for a lot of people in the 2000s, and Knights of the Old Republic was right at the key, at the center.
Only mobile games are for kids.
Yeah, but in the 90s, everybody thought if anyone was playing a game, they were like either a kid or being like a kid. Like they weren't growing up. But that's just not the case anymore. And I think Knights of the Old Republic was one of those games that really was like, we can tell serious stories in a way that it takes hours and hours and hours to unfold, kind of like a book. Like, you know, you can really unpack a very deep, interesting world in a video game.
Basically, it's like the highest form of literature if done properly.
Yeah.
And also degraded a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure I could, if I thought a lot about this, I could come up with like a list of my favorite games ever. But off the top of my head, I think, yeah, Knights of the Old Republic's right up there. Then Planetfall is probably 2 or 3, and then like there's so many other ones that I could put in there. Like I really liked Oblivion. I love that game. I don't think it's better than Planetfall, but it has a really close part of my heart, or like, you know, I had good times, good memories. Baldur's Gate 2 is a catalyst for that. Yeah, I don't remember when Baldur's Gate 2 came out, but it was right around that same time, wasn't it? Like maybe a few years before that. I mean, if I wanted to, we could talk about Tyranny. Like that game was very similar to Baldur's Gate, but I thought that it did everything those RPG games should be doing literally perfectly, and I don't understand how there hasn't been a sequel. It's a Paradox related game. I think it may be similar to Triumph Studios, where they were working with another studio to make Tyranny, but that game was phenomenal. I replayed it so many times because of the way the choice systems and factions were set up. People would say New Vegas was really good, although I think like Wasteland 2 and 3 are more modern versions of the same formula. Tyranny tanked financially, is that true? Well, you know what I'm talking about though. Tyranny was really good. It was a phenomenal game. Like the choice system and the leaders and the lore, it was so fun to just throw yourself into that world.
I think the key game for 4X genre is Master of Rhyme. It's Etalon, I think, and my favorite game from childhood.
For me, I remember playing a lot of Rome Total War. That was like the first 4X I really tried.
Come on, finish your turns. I'm tired of waiting on you.
Yeah.
Also, most of the guys here knows Space Rangers 2. It's a unique, phenomenal game with interactive self-living world.
I don't know if I remember that one.
Another game of such type.
What was it?
Also, it's a mix of genre. Space Rangers 2.
Huh.
And the first one also.
Baldur's Gate 1 came out before 2 and had rich story characters in it as well.
Just go at War Hero.
Recipe. Yeah, I think I had Baldur's Gate on my computer back in the day. I don't know if I ever finished the game, to be honest, because I think I played it a few years after it came out, quite a few years after it came out. Hello. That was a noise. I gotta switch over to Twitch to see what that was. I got a sub. Hey, Beju. Awesome. Thank you for the sub, Beju. Looking forward to our thing later. We're gonna be doing some D&D off camera. Because, you know, I think that as somebody who's new to it, it'd be nice to just do something like that off camera, and then who knows.
Private D&D or Winslayer. Now I'm interested.
I eventually might try to do like D&D with some other people on the YouTube, but it's kind of a deviation from what I've done before, so it may not get much views and actually hurt the channel, unless I do it with people who've already established themselves. So it's like things I've thought about, but you know, I don't know. I've also just been playing some video games on my own for my own enjoyment, and I feel like that every once in a while it's nice to just take a break from the internet.
Mhm.
You think I could
Oh.
broadcast it? I mean, I could talk to the others about it if they're into it, but I kind of like the idea of just like having more fun with it, or not having more fun with it, having less restrictions around it. Because Amikdara knows I like the family-friendly stuff.
I will become very family friendly, like if I am going to run my show on Age of Wonders 4 server.
Yeah, it's important, I think.
Change fundamentally.
Age of Wonders 4 I can't help but to imagine how Age of Wonders Planetfall 2 would look on the next generation consoles. I have no idea when we will get an Age of Wonders Planetfall 2, but I have a feeling that that's something that they'll make in a couple years, like maybe 4 or 5 years. But
5 years, yes. If you check history, every 5 years they make one game.
I'm not sure if they want to alternate though between like Planetfall and not Planetfall. Like it would make sense maybe to have it in between the fantasy setting ones. But you know, if they decide to start branching out and doing something differently, they could do something with the brands, the franchises that's similar to the 4X's but different. I don't know if any of you saw for Stellaris, they made a what do you call it? A VR game. It's kind of funny. But like I could almost see them trying to do something like that in either Planetfall or just Age of Wonders. I feel like Planetfall might that kind of, you know, playing around different genres might make more sense. Because then you could all of a sudden be like, we're no longer doing the 4X on a planet. This is more of like space with spaceships and that interactions. And who knows? Eventually, they may get what you called it, Overlord back, right? Because they made Overlord back in the day.
Overlord?
Yeah, different video game. It's pretty popular when I was younger. Like a bunch of goblins falling around the sky. Looked a bit like a Necromancer King.
I know Overlord. I play maybe not Overlord, but similar games.
Yeah. I forget the whole story on it. Hello, there's a fight.
Yeah.
It's like final fight.
Final fight?
Well, unless
Really?
Zero wins.
Really?
Well, there is his leader.
You think it's HQ?
Maybe, I don't know. Militia is not good though.
Yeah.
This will take like about half an hour to an hour, I guess.
You think
Leader
so?
without
look at this.
Mod. I mean, I'm looking at the units and I'm thinking that Defender's at a pretty big disadvantage here, and they they can.
Also, hero is unmodded.
I just noticed that too.
Both two heroes are unmodded.
No. So I don't know if it will take as long as you're thinking.
Was the attack reported properly? It seems like there is no good preparation.
Yeah. Seems like this.
Zero, what are you doing?
Just quiet. I got another message on the Discord there. Can't read it very easily. Give me a sec, Ethereal. I can't pull it up on my computer.
Oh, what I see.
Oh, there it is, Space Rangers. You know what? That's not a lot of money. I might enjoy that. 2013. How did I miss this game?
Zero actually has counter. Forgotten units.
Nice. Oh, this looks fun. I'll have to watch some videos on that. That game Ethereum.
This game had lack of promotion, marketing efforts.
Yeah.
Promotion?
No, the game we were talking about earlier, the Space Rangers 2?
Rangers.
Yeah. I've never heard of it before, but it looks like a game I'd enjoy.
It's pretty funny game.
It's a mix of at least 4 genres, and it has, as I said before, unique interactive self-leading world. You could do nothing, but the game will play itself.
That's pretty cool. I like that idea.
I dislike that idea. What the hell?
What the hell?
It's you know, it's like interactive, right?
You said that it can play itself. It's the
Yeah.
opposite of interactive.
No, it's like it'll respond to it'll do its own thing, but like based on how you
Yes, it's
react to it,
simulate.
it's gonna be kind of dynamic.
It simulate living world. That
Yeah,
live
I don't know games.
that live without you.
So like,
Poor imagination. I only play 2 games.
so like, think of it this way, Amikdara. If it's static, no matter when you start doing decisions, when you start building units or whatever you do in that game, it's going to have the same response essentially. But if it's like going out and creating different game states, kind of like just like an army going out and clearing things, it makes it so that there's more ways to interact with the game eventually. It's just more dynamic and more interesting that way.
Yeah, I can't imagine what you're talking about, but somehow I really do.
Mhm.
Like, I know that new games are coming, but I don't play new games at all.
Yeah.
It's
I
all.
don't play. Like, I play Planetfall when I can, like 3 days a week, and I play them all day, and then I don't care about games at all.
Mhm.
It's not a new game. It's old game.
Yeah, that's
very old.
This was 2013. We're talking about like an older game, but
Yeah.
like those kinds of systems where they look at how the player is playing and then respond to it have been in games forever. I mean, at least 20 years. Forever is, yeah, exaggeration.
I was recently trying to like. One of the first games I played was actually Age of Empires 1, and like recently I got to know that 3 years ago a definitive edition was released, so I tried that. And also I very much like Empire Earth game. So RTS, but they are slower than, let's say, Command and Conquer. So I tried to play that again while like having much more time. But like my monitor is too small for that to play it effectively, so I quickly stopped.
Too small?
I have a very small monitor. If you can see my stream.
No.
Well, it's probably not there, but I have. It's not even like. It's like 3/4 of 1 meter or something like that.
It's enough.
No, well, it's probably more than it is. It's maybe half a meter.
I
feel like I'm 2 meters tall, so half
you,
a meter is like
you
still a
don't
foot.
know. You don't know you diagonal in
inches.
Inches, yes. All monitors have has this stuff right on it.
I'm playing on laptop. It has almost 16 inches diagonal.
There we go. Using inches better than metric.
Yeah, I am also use laptop and forget how big mine. If I don't forget, it's 18, maybe.
I think I have some pretty big monitors here. It's like maybe 20 something. Yeah, two
but
of
it's
them too.
laptop. It's big for laptops.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too big on a laptop because that's more to carry around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent the picture on looking to play channel of my monitor. So you know that playing RTS is not very good idea for me.
Yeah, it's not very big.
So small, I have like pile of books to make it higher.
Let's see, I could probably do that for a second. There it is. Let's go back here now. Yeah, let's do it from this perspective. Feel like, yeah, this stream doesn't have the music on it. We want music, don't we? Yeah, Amikdara's got music on her stream. There we go.
Yeah.
I know I turned it down too, on mine because like I need for editing purposes not to be picked up by the game because you know it'll be very disjointed at a cut if I just need to remove 2 seconds out and then the song just like jumps forward 2 seconds. And or if it changes song entirely in between the cuts. If I might need to cut out a minute or two. Yes. They're setting up.
I wonder if Zero dies after this or yes. Some more. Looks like he's been consistently occupied for like 2 past hours.
Yeah, and you guys aren't attacking MPS. You're not taking advantage of his armies being over there. Somebody's got to do something. It's not going to be Amikdara.
Heavy duty factories, you can produce like entire stack in one turn.
Oh goodness.
It's not, or like upgrade militia to fullest like in 2 turns. Yeah, with that.
Yeah, you got more experience with that.
Rushing it is not good idea. I need to economically like dominate him.
Yeah, to me it just is my instincts like now would be a decent time because he's invested elsewhere, but I hear what you're saying.
It's not that simple.
If all of a sudden he
also,
has
zombie can take advantage of me being away just the same.
That's also true, but zombie, don't you want to help Amikdara? No?
In my best, like my late game is in session soon, so I think I will wait. I will win there. It's like rushing seems like tempting option, but in long term, it might not be worth it.
So, Mio is asking what's the secret to beating Amikdara, and most times I've beaten her, it's because I was either in a team or I got lucky in the early game. If you can rush Amikdara, she typically prepares more for the mid to late game than the early game, but that's not always the case. Like you can't rely on that in that 1v1, like because
I saw Amikdara rush. It's terrifying.
When was that actually?
1v1 probably
yes,
against him.
I saw on your stream you Counter Rush, maybe. I don't remember.
I have to play because he's Rusher, and he always plays Rush, so I have to play quickly as well. It's like that, he forces me to play like that, otherwise he will just steamroll over me.
Yeah, and I think Ninja likes to play rush strategies too, and that's somebody you struggle with against because of that, right?
That when the two rushers play against each other, always the slower one wins. They must be both rusher because the slower one gets to have the army prepared to rush in addition to militia, so he wins.
Yeah.
So basically, if you know that somebody's rusher and you play fast, there is a very strong chance you will defeat him.
There was one match.
While if you play against someone who knows is slow, that's when you should rush. While it's more complicated than this.
I had a good start against you once where I wasted the rush because I
know he will play rush. Then like he will, I know he won't like change his game plan and play more control. So I like encounter him. But if I plant against rush and he would play control, then it will actually mess me up.
That's the meta. So Mia, my advice to you is get a reputation for being a rush player and then just flip a coin and decide if you're gonna rush or not. And then what would be the best for rushing? Side number is a pretty good rush secret tech because you get the one cost operation, don't you? Like
it's
okay.
For rush.
Like initiates, like Syndicate has this very strong gameplay when you like produce some initiates and then put echoes of whispers into your indenture because they do not suffer moral penalties.
Right, and then they die and become a unit.
They really plant additional units into them.
And does that last until the end of combat and have like a cooldown on it or something like that? Is that one of those things you can just put on all of your indentured over time?
No, it's like the with Despair, that ability has 1 turn cooldown only.
That's so good. Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure that the debuff itself lasts until the end of combat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And after that, it spawns the echo, which like gives free status, a free damage weakness to everything, which can be also combined with another Sinumbra operation, which gives another free weakness. Like you can stack like -6 resistances to anything, which like can delete.
Yes, so Mia, if you want a lot of units very quickly, you could just make like literally a bunch of indentured and initiates and then run at somebody.
Yeah, I also played this like a little bit bigger version with assembly, where you like combine initiates with reverse engineers, and they spawn constructs and you plant it into those.
Oh goodness,
and they also spawn them indefinitely, like every 3 turns. So you basically have like in combat production engine.
Right. Okay. So assembly Sinumbra can just spawn units forever.
Very good. It's very strong. And
wait,
like
why have I never tried this before? That sounds ridiculous. Why have I, 1, never tried this, and 2, never seen it? Yeah.
Especially late game, when you can reset action points of your Malictors.
Yeah,
twice.
No, that's one of those things. I don't like Malictors. I didn't use them before playing in multiplayer, and then they seemed to be everywhere. But
very strong.
I think it was just the players that I played against. They were really into Malictors.
Kirko Malictors are funny, but I didn't manage to pull them off because of special settings. But Kirko Malictors are different. They have this dark look. You see me play that in Total Chaos Free-for-All with Hoppers actually, because they have the same ability. But yeah, you can have basically this emergence which teleports, and you cast on them dark locusts, and then you hurt them, so they explode in enemy ranks and have like AOE radius filled with despair, and they like fill everything with despair.
I think I remember seeing that and being like, I hate this faction. This is such a dumb faction.
It was hoppers, right?
Yeah, the hoppers. Yeah. When you played hoppers, you literally beat like 6 players just attacking you at once, like all at the same time.
Yeah, but
It was
actually
ridiculous.
this combo was actually vanilla Kirko engine.
Yeah, it's available.
So like it's very possible in vanilla game. I only used like hoppers there. I didn't use much hoppers. I actually used much more Voidbringers there.
Yeah, Shakarn are quite a tricky one to play against and a pretty easy one to play with. But one of the nice things, or one of the things you can do with Shakarn is you can get thermal resistance if you're Promethean, and then a lot of their damage will do a lot less to you because a good chunk of them have either lasers or sonic weapons, which they do thermal damage as well. There are some that are physical based, like I think the Firebrand might have just like a punchy attack.
42% on catatonic on golems. That's not bad. Though I think those network links can remove it.
I mean, the faction that I feel like is the best one to learn and memorize for multiplayer purposes, even if you're not going to play it, just to know what you're going to be dealing with, is Assembly, because they have so many gimmicks that are really annoying.
Yeah, like they don't have like resolute military power, but they are very adaptive, so they can potentially have everything: fast research, good at economy. And if you get to late game when they actually have these reavers, that's like best tier for unit, best unit in game.
Yeah, the Reaver, they can like reset other units and other things too. It's
also
like an AoE.
Debuffs, yeah.
Isn't it an AoE reset too? Like,
it's AoE reset.
It's so ridiculous. Like, if you put 6 units in the AoE, you can reset.
No, it's not that AoE. It's chain AoE. It's like chain up to 3. It looks like Monitor.
I got it. It's been a while since I've seen it.
But it debuffs too, and it's on cooldown. You can do it like every 3 turns.
Yeah.
It's free action, but it doesn't have a good range. But it's ridiculous. Like you put it on. Like you have 3 disassemblers, so it's fire burst ammunition, and like you put it on them, they like then delete enemy stack immediately.
Yeah.
And it's like super bulky, so to get here, the problem is that your units are unspectacular until then. Like you have wreckers, which like destroy everything on ground, of course, but can be countered, kited, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Disassemblers are decent, but they are late on research, like much later than, let's say, champions, like 3 times more expensive, literally, yeah?
Yeah.
And need mods to operate. Which you can't research because you are rushing reavers. So, like, if you think you can rush reavers for win, like, no, you can't.
I don't remember exact name of the mod that provides ability to reassemble after the battle if it's won. And I think this is a mod for multiplayer.
Oh, reassembly module you are talking. Yeah.
Because you just need a bit more power to attack neutral units, and you just don't care how.
Yeah, it's finisher kind
of. How much you lose here, because
if you win the fight and
yes,
if you win, no losses, and like you completely skew the power curve and win the games, like that's like kind of end game. Like you basically slit your opponent throat with it.
Oh, what? No.
You are very unlucky.
No.
I saw that you are dead. That was just RNG bullied you in.
Wait, which attack was that?
It was Weltfire from the hero, which is no mod.
Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. I feel bad.
If she had at least like those Amazon glasses to increase accuracy. Why do your hero have no mods? 0.
And I have Cosmit.
Oh. Yeah, rest in pieces.
Yeah. when you have no Cosmite, there's not much you can do at that point. I mean, you can beg another player, but yeah.
It's deathmatch. I don't play anymore like alliances.
I enjoyed those games.
Maybe I could like no, when Ambalaba is gone.
Yeah, like I said, I think a team game based off alignment could be kind of fun, just like to see how that would go down.
I mean, good guys can't do anything. They can't. They only need to like make relations with cities. While I bet I just kill them and take the city.
Well, it's actually good alignment to declare war on somebody you have justified war against. So good guys can easily just say, "Hey, these guys are villains. I'm waging a holy war." You know, like it's on brand or on theme for what is considered good alignment in Age of Wonders 4. Like,
yeah, it's different.
The evil alignment is more like you're willing to do the dark arts and dabble in less moral magics and stuff like that. But
like there is this.
There is definitely like evil order, you know.
Mm-hmm. There are these new mechanics allowed to like justify war. There are no covert operations, but there is this declaration of rivalry, which actually you have to pay upkeep for. There is like fabricate grievances, which is kind of quite expensive. And if you wage unjustified war, you will get like passive -2% Imperium penalty, which like there was a whole list of penalties, but then like Jordi correctly stated that the last one is what some players will only care about, and I was like, oh, this does nothing, and then the last one, oh wait.
No, that's what's funny is I actually, in the video that I did, I think, talking about the last stream, the diplomacy, I noticed the Imperium cost. I was like, is that Imperium? Because it was kind of grainy. I was like, oh my god, that's Imperium. That's such a big deal. That's huge. That's massive.
That's like, if I understand it correctly, Imperium is basically your society research.
Yeah.
This sounds too loud?
It's basically...
Jeez.
Maybe a little bit. I can hear you pretty well. Maybe it's coming through a little bit louder in the stream.
Oh no.
What were you saying?
He unsleeped his own destroyer by shooting at you. That's he's a real gamer. Like a real gamer by usage of friendly fire mechanic. That's it. That's what separates noobs from pros.
I kind of missed what was going on in game. I got distracted by my thoughts, and now I can't even remember what I was saying.
Maybe Zero is not modding his heroes because he knows he will get impaired.
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
Leader has fallen. It doesn't look good. Maybe free soon. Wonder if this is HQ. Whether there is armies left.
Zombie, you're gonna have to be Amikdara's vassal. It's your only hope.
Blocked.
Yeah.
PTA won't get to see more Arborian. Do they have? Yeah, there is advanced wildlife militarization too.
Pretty. That's another nice thing about the Amazons. They get a nice bit of a special things on their animal units. Isn't there something like they just get shields or something by owning animals as Amazons?
Well, there is like Arborian Sentinels have portable shields.
I thought I was remembering something like...
But this is Arborian host, not Sentinel.
Right.
They can spawn pustules.
Interesting. I don't know how good that is. Do they stay after the fight?
No. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
They
Never
have
mind.
snipers, like which can. Now it's modded to catatonic to forgotten units.
That's pretty interesting.
This Wildfire missed again.
I thought I saw something about that being a sniper unit. I was like, am I reading this right? That doesn't look like a sniper.
Yeah,
But it's like it knows as a
That's
sniper.
literal malady added to its head.
This is like what the Kirko did. They grew their own weapons.
There's literal sniper rifle attached to its head.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah, his creature is basically dead. Run by plague.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Yeah. In its
Okay,
own way.
MPS superior combat skill is surveying this quickly. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well, there's also
Great shot.
the idea of momentum. Once you get the advantage, it's hard to.
Ooh.
Roof. I haven't been keeping track of lost units. We've lost a few.
Synthesis is actually good. Synthesis has very good economy boosters, so it can carry. Yes. So it has units with buff, stuff like that. So yeah, Synthesis is very strong late game tech, for sure. Stronger than Amazon. It's like right opposite of it.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to think about it. Like you could be choosing one of your options for late and one for early, so you have the options.
But Amazon has better mods, and since I have biological roster now, he can't counter me with malware diamonds.
Nice. For once, like that's another thing assembly struggles with is synthesis when they had the malware demons, because isn't it like all of their units are
Очередная багулина, типа на него работает замедление какого-то хера.
You can stack like 10 arc resistance, and that decreases the chance like very small, insignificant. So no, it's exactly opposite. Assembly kills synthesis. It's like misconception when you don't know how to play the game.
Yeah. Well, when you don't play assembly.
It's like basically any arc tree can do it like well.
Yeah. But like that's assembly and syndicate, right? Is there another arc
like if you put like arc on machines, like arc resistance mods, you will get like maybe to 4 or 6 arc resistance from the weakness, which is still like somewhat vulnerable. Yeah, it's not very vulnerable, but it's not like it's like evens the field. Yeah.
It's like if you get that dice roll in that situation, they've invested so much into it that it's it's in your favor. It's not a bad thing
but
to
you
go
have to
for.
like go hard into the weaponry to get those resistances. Like it comes at the expense of your elite unit. And also any mod strategy, because you can't play your game, you need to play counter games. So, and then like if the synthesis player has non-arc support, it can like quickly change and like mess with you. It's like how you play it. There are tools, but it's not like that you have some tool and you win. You need to use it correctly to. It's not straightforward. It's not like Pokemon. You have like quadruple weakness and you win. You need to like know when to fire it.
That's true. It's looking.
In Age of Wonders 3, for example, also there was like straightforward weaknesses, and you couldn't change your tag, you couldn't change your mods. So you had very limited roster, and you had to go with it when you researched it. You didn't have any options, so you either win or lose. It was narrow.
Right.
And if you had counter like GG, but here you can like improvise the shit out of the situation.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like nothing is final. Oh my god!
The third in a row.
If you just teleport right behind it, it would be quarantined strike. If you let it cover behind, you need to learn how covers work.
Oh yeah, one more like in between those two covers.
That could take him like half of health. Really.
Damn.
It's like Zero is not good with covers.
I just can't believe it did it 3 times in a row though. That's like,
Missed.
ouch.
Very unfortunate. It's a very strong weapon, actually. Even without mods, it deals 22 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can immolate.
I mean, a unit is yeah.
Ah, I procced. Yeah, these Arborean hosts are tough. They will do problems.
That was always the plan.
Oh, well, that would work if the pustule was dealing more damage.
It's not.
Well, now he has to kill it. Well, it's paper thin, but still.
It's an interesting decision. I wouldn't have considered because I don't know the unit.
I think he assumed it will have full actions, maybe. Not just one. Well, it would work if it was drone carrier. Yeah, it can dispel these with network controllers. Then fire its broken grenades.
Oh no.
Ew.
I don't consider it because I want to get experience in battle.
Yeah, that's a good approach. Now it's eaten. So if you kill these desolates, they'll just revive after fight.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's pushing them forward.
That makes a lot of sense.
He's using them to soak damage.
There are ways to make it so those guys don't resurrect, but he doesn't have anything available to him right now that would do that.
Actually, concussed the machine. I think machines were supposed to be immune to concussion.
Apparently not. That is interesting.
No, it's like that. It's just badly scripted. Maybe it's like special concussion.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Clicking shields.
You learn something new every day.
I'll forget it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No.
That's why every day.
You're stupider than before.
Hey man, getting old is a thing. It's a real thing. Alright, Feldfire. Oh yeah, no he can't.
No, even his capital is concussed. She's pretty much dead.
Pew pew.
Maybe he can down a leader, though.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Not long. Only 3 turns.
Oh yeah.
There it is. That's what I wanted to
Nice.
see.
I have to rush MPS HQ.
Amikdara, you made a mistake. Where's your invisible stack?
If I was rushing in now, yeah, like, that will be insta kill. But then you wouldn't see my epic land blade game.
Yeah.
Which probably will never be seen in this game ever again.
Right. I have a feeling I'm gonna want to play some Planetfall once Age of Wonders 4 is out. I think that will every once in a while go back
keep
to
playing
it.
Planetfall, of course.
Yeah.
But if there will be you to play with, I can play with you.
Yay!
Can beat you ever again.
Yeah,
There are
right.
only 2 people played in the world.
As long as I
You'll
can
be
pick.
second best.
Oh, dude, the one thing about Age of Wonders 4 that I'm most like excited to do in multiplayer, is I think probably putting a handicap on players like you, Amikdara. You're too good.
Adding what?
A handicap. There's a button to make it so your start is weaker than mine.
A handicap?
Yeah. I think they said that. I don't think we've seen the multiplayer lobby, but there's a way to say you get a weaker starting army, or maybe less pops even.
That's always in the game. I can just delete my units if I agree on it.
That is true. But now I can force it to happen.
Like, illegal casualties are like very strong handicap.
Yeah.
I remember only one game with the handicap before Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3. I think I may know that one.
Oh. It was actually kind of killed many units.
Yeah,
it wasn't too bad.
I want to go see the breakdown from the stream if it's still up. It's probably gone already. Oh, there it is. All right, not bad.
Surrender.
Yeah, he's dead. Zero has been defeated.
Zero defeated.
Wait, was that the last city or?
I don't know. He's there. He's dead.
I think I see where he was on the map there.
Maybe he surrendered. Maybe he just died. Let's see if I. Well, it seems like he doesn't have territory, so it might have been in its HQ after all. Yeah, he died. So thanks for playing with us. MPS dropped.
MPS?
So now, yeah. Probably releasing something.
It's a fun combat to watch.
So it's now only me, MPS, and Zombie.
Oh no, oh no. It's my time to die.
Zombie, go run to the water. Go get your water stacks.
Yeah.
That was one of my plans and it almost worked, but then I just kind of got tired of playing.
I need a tiny city in tiny island.
No, you don't even need a city. You just
In one sector, one sector only.
You need water stacks without morale.
Oh.
And no cities because they're overrated.
I have mods for positive morale.
Could work. Yeah, I think so. Counter the desertion thing. Yeah, that should work. I don't remember exactly how much you get from having 0 gold, but I think it's a lot. I think it's probably at least minus 800.
Waiting other players.
Seems like it's like I am flashing, but
yes, it's
I would recommend going to menu and then hopping back in the 3 of you. I think if you all 3 hop out to menu.
I'm stuck in that menu.
Go to menu.
Some combat was initiated while I was engaging AI.
MPS is
I love
Planetfall still here.
Stuff.
So I think we got zombie in menu. Amikdara is back in game, it looks like here. MPS just went out to menu. I think all 3 of you guys should try to be in menu at the same time. Otherwise, not sure if it's gonna reset properly, but you guys can, hop back in if you think it's ready.
Just come on when somebody surrenders, maybe it causes some save delay or something like that. Because the save finishes immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe just combat end, I don't know.
So right now it looks like you guys are still stuck, right?
Well, we will change.
Amikdara?
No, I said just waiting zombie to come in.
Okay, zombie, try to see if that works.
Okay. I'm logging.
Alright. Never know. Maybe it'll work now.
Nope.
I'm still like.
Can you repair?
Flashing.
I think what we should try first is all of you, 3 of you in menu at the same time, because I think you all went to menu, but if I remember correctly, MPS was still in when Amikdara joined.
I will join last. Join and report me if I'm still flashing, when I'm online.
Go all to menu, please.
think you
Like exit
guys.
game?
You may not need to exit game, but I think as long as all three of you went to menu, all three of you are in menu right now. So I think
Amikdara?
theoretically you should be
Restart
able
menu,
to.
yes.
Oh, she's just
You want join last? Yes. You want to join last?
Yes.
Okay, I am login.
That sounds smart. I think it's had time to. Well, since nobody's in there, it's like hopefully you're gonna be able to register the commands.
I'm in.
Probably won't take that long to launch on Amikdara's end. Already streaming, it looks like.
MPS. Do you log in?
So is my symbol flashing down?
Yeah.
No.
I thought it was.
Yes, flashing.
Still flashing.
Yes, it's flashing.
Flashing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try to log in.
It was like somebody attacked me or somebody when I was like engaging AI.
Yes.
Did you? I just see a summon or something? That
yes.
was weird.
If it's still flashing, I have to repair the turn.
Why don't you try hopping in before repairing just to see what happens? But yeah, it does seem like that might be your solution. And I'm not sure if you repair the turn.
Combat instance.
How's that gonna work with the person who left? Is that gonna go back before they were in the game, which might invalidate if it tries to like bring a player?
They will just repair that. They will just like do that combat auto. I'll just replace it with AI and MPs will have to kill it in auto combat
with no losses.
Which is kind of bad for him.
Yeah, no, it's not ideal.
Well, I will try to like join the game once more.
Yeah.
Go.
She's just getting to lobby now. So it'll be any second, I think.
But I am like in game and nobody else is in game, and I wanted to join last.
Oh, yeah, let's see. It looks like yeah, they're both in the menu here. Where do you want?
Flashing.
Still flashing, just get 'em in. See if it resolved itself yet. I think there. Yeah, MPS is in the screen. Should we get him back in, Amikdara?
Yeah, I am waiting for you.
Alright.
Why are you asking me? You are not even playing.
I was just I can see his screen and he's on the lobby. He may have
MPS.
stepped up for a second to get water or something.
Она хоче останнє залогінитися просто.
You know, real life stuff does happen sometimes.
Nah.
You nearly finished Empire mode. You need 2 artifacts, the Grail and the one which grants the Paragon snipers. Yeah, those Empire events were pretty interesting. Or what do you call them? Artifacts. I can't remember if I actually unlocked them all in the end. But it takes some time. It's not like the hardest task, but it takes a lot of time to get there. I found that a lot of the things you can buy with the Empire mode made the game a lot easier because the AI doesn't have access to it. It's just like an extra resource you get to play with. I always liked the idea, but I feel like if it had more of a connection between maps, like there's a group that you keep running into, think like Team Rocket and Pokemon. Like these villains that just keep reoccurring, or allies that just keep reoccurring in different maps could make it more interesting. Or maybe a competitor, another empire that you're vying for the galaxy with. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I think he must have stepped away from the computer because he's no longer in the lobby. Went to menu.
Doing AFK in this situation.
Yeah, right. I still got some time. I was planning to stream, so we'll just wait a little bit, I guess, and then yeah. It's been fun so far. I've been enjoying just hanging out and chatting. It's nice doing the casting.
Okay, he's online.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, so I'm still flashing. You know, can you move now?
No?
I can't move either, yeah. So I have to repair the turn because it's glitched.
There's no.
Can you load a game?
You repair the game.
Uh-huh.
So like leave the game and I will repair the turn. Are you
I
left?
think when you repair, doesn't it go back to like the last combat or something? If there
Maybe,
was
I
a
don't know.
combat, it may
I'm
have
repairing.
picked up right after he did that combat.
It doesn't matter. It's the
before he
only
surrendered.
thing I can do now.
Yeah.
I already restarted the
Okay.
game twice, so that's not the way to go.
Zombie, we win?
Zombie gets second place again, obviously.
Yes. Obviously.
Come in. I'm not flashing anymore.
Hey!
Yay!
But what does the map look like?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's MPS is there.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean zero is there.
It's a that's your repair. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this arrow, but I read message. I can read.
Because it saves after fight, luckily, so it doesn't repair before.
That's good. I had a feeling it's kind of like the autosaves when you go into a combat.
I'm streaming the game again too.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably be hopping between the different perspectives here.
Yeah, that's good caster thing.
It's fun too. It's like, what have you guys been up to since I last looked? It's almost like playing 3 empires, but I don't have to make any of the stressful decisions. I just kind of get to take it in.
I upgraded wrong.
Yes, let's go see what you upgraded wrong. Yeah,
I picked range specialist instead of melee specialist.
Oh, for heroes thingies. I thought you were talking about like a mod. Well, that's rough. I don't know how you fix that.
Well, I can just put like secondary range, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of meh.
I do like that stack you have there. It's an interesting little group. How did the thing go yesterday? Is this a continuation of that match, Amikdara?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I almost joined this one. I thought about it, but I don't know. I knew you guys were going to be playing for hours and hours, and I only had like an hour and a half.
You play Planetfall once a week, so I don't think you could join us, like, unless you would give more time to it.
I was thinking like maybe the week before Age of Wonders 4 comes out, I might dedicate just like that week to a lot more Planetfall, maybe take some time off of work and stuff, you know? But I think it might make more sense to take time after Age of Wonders 4 is out and dedicate towards making videos.
Just quit your job and play games.
Yeah, right? I wish. If only. When the machines take over, those are the only jobs that will be left anyways. Video gamers, entertainers.
People, like capitalists, will always find a way how to make you work. Even now, I'm not production mechanized, and most people does useless jobs, which can easily be done easier. Don't even open this topic. It's very depressive.
Yeah, that's fair. We don't need to go there.
So can likely get you cancelled because it's political.
Yes, we want to avoid that. That's an interesting unit you had in that other stack. I don't know if I know it off the top of my head. It looked like one of the new ones in Age of Wonders 4. I don't know if I want to say too much because I don't think it is a secret tech unit. I think you picked it up from somewhere else.
Well, anyway. Well, maybe I'll take some spoils right in there. Oh yeah, you mean this?
Let me go back to your stream. I think so. Probably.
Custodian? It's
Oh,
like tier 1 basic unit.
no, it's actually talking about to the bottom right from where you are. There's another stack somewhere.
I don't have time to so much circle around. It will be disrespectful to my other players.
Nah, I get it. It's fine. It's that stack. He's modding. Been trying to look for landmarks, and I don't want to, give away too much information. But I haven't seen.
Yeah. I don't have luck with landmarks. MPS have very lucky.
Oh.
Yeah, but otherwise his terrain is shit. So landmark is the only good thing he has.
Wait, did he get the what do you call it? Like the evil dudes, the Dark Tower?
No, he has 2 Promethean worlds.
Right. You said that earlier. I mean, that works even if you're not Promethean, get something out of it.
Doesn't even matter if you are Promethean or that.
It's a lot of armor, right? Like
yeah, that's the point there.
Is it you just get the production bonus, and then it's got reinforcement factory, and then is there another thing I'm forgetting about?
Nah, like it's also like a lot of inherent production values. Like it produces stronger units and faster.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's much better combo than when you get like Void Tech Complex. Like it also gives you production but less. But like it makes both units stronger, but it makes it faster.
It's a silver one too, right? So it's slightly better than the bronze one. So I guess in that
Slightly
regard,
better.
Slightly better. I can't remember the
I mean,
exact.
3 times better.
3?
Or 4 times better.
No, really?
Like bronze gives you 1 armor, and silver gives you 1 armor per tier.
Yes.
Oh,
damn! It's been a while since I've seen one of those. Yeah, okay, you're right. That's way better. See, that was the thing that I was forgetting. That I was asking about. It's like, is there something I forgot? Yeah. That's a big deal. Big difference. Those numbers add up.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Need to maybe raise one of my.
Raise all of them.
Yep, yeah.
Rip. Wait, that's on your capital?
Yeah. I need to increase my cap.
I remember once I accidentally pressed the wrong button for getting rid of a sector, and it just like dismantled the thing inside the sector, and I wanted to burn it down. It's really annoying. was in a multiplayer, so I couldn't go back and be like, yeah, no, I don't want to waste 3 turns.
Hmm.
Yes, there's some bees. I see those bees.
Yes, some bees.
Nice to avoid a hero in Kingpin Club. Yeah.
Hmm. Kill all my bees or not?
It's an interesting question that you got there. I don't think I would do that fight.
Yes, I don't want this fight. No.
But he can't take anything of mine with freebies.
Yeah. Well, if
Unless
it's
he is
all melee, then
far.
he's good. But other than that, yeah. I don't know if there's many stacks that are just 100% melee or like one ranged attack. They do happen, but they're rare. I mean, you do have operational advantage, which isn't nothing. It is definitely something. Oh, and if you put the other mod that you had there, I think that would be pretty good value on those. Go to the mods. I think the first one is actually pretty good value, isn't it?
Yes, but you see.
Yeah.
This stuff.
Small factor.
Yeah, very small.
One thing I'm interested to know about Age of Wonders 4 is like how quickly do you need cities, and then like how much Imperium should you be spending on other things? Because I've noticed that they don't spend their first chunk of Imperium on a city, which I feel like is probably what I'm going to end up doing in a lot of my games.
Yes, yes.
Probably the first
they
2.
not play optimally if you see it.
I feel like the Empire skills will be like you just grab them every once in a while when like you know they're going to be very useful, but for the most part Imperium goes to cities.
But you can have only like limited amount of cities.
Yeah, once you hit that limit, then I think you start probably putting your Imperium towards what you call it, those Empire skills and rights. There was one in there from the last stream that looked pretty interesting. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but it was after the one that increases your city cap. I'm assuming you guys saw that you can increase your city cap in the other stream.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's something like general right.
Oh, I forget about this stuff.
Oh yeah, no. You can make it so every city in your empire loses 1 population, but you get a tier 3 unit in all of those cities. That sounds pretty nice. And you just repeat that for 150 Imperium. Like, that reminds me a lot of buying units, NPC units in your capital, but it's spread out. And if you've got like a taller empire where your cities are able to get their units towards each other pretty close pretty quickly, that could be alright. It says It doesn't say random. I'm just wondering what tier 3. How does it decide what tier 3 units you get, you know? I have a feeling that's going to be one of my favorite skills, rights, whatever you want to call them. Although I don't think I understand quite how you unlock the general empire skill stuff.
They unlock with sum of your affinities.
It's the sum of all of them. So yeah, okay,
Yes,
that makes sense.
Sum of all of them.
Yeah, you should be able to unlock it quicker than the others in general, unless you focus 100% on one. Yeah, that makes sense. It's going to be interesting, the governors that boost the affinities, because it's going to allow you to do some of those empire skills type stuff a little bit quicker, but I think it's going to really come at a pretty significant either combat or economic cost. Or not even really economic. From what I can tell, there's certain things that can affect in the economy, but it's not quite as impactful as the combat traits and such. Let's go see what Amikdara is killing. There we go. We're getting out there. You're moving some armies. I like it. I do like it. You're manually moving the pops. Who wants to auto?
Yeah, I never use auto.
That's why that's why I like Age of Wonders 4. There are no manual pops for moving.
It's too much to worry about. It's easy to forget about it too. That's the thing. It's kind of, it feels almost hidden. Somebody's stealing more research off of you.
No, it's not me.
Always the research.
No, steal Cosmite.
Oh boy.
Are you at that point
Medium
yet?
plus game? That's like enormous game thing. Let's see. MPS got minor disruption.
I mean, doesn't it like kill the research like when somebody does that? I've forgotten how that works.
Yeah, it kills the research.
It's so annoying. Oh, it's happened so many times to me when I'm like, I've been spending 14 turns on this and now it's gone.
Let's see. Oh. Oh. Purge card.
Yeah.
He was doing this to me last game, so I'm like very much enjoying this.
I mean,
you enjoy this
like
stuff?
He literally prevented me from having Malictors, which have catatonic strikes.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it was like it like destroyed my late game with that. It can't be even dispelled by purification fields.
The catatonic?
Yeah, because it's psionic condition. Purification fields can't dispel it.
They can't. Oh, interesting. There's got to be
Yeah,
other
it
ones
can't.
they can't do
Chrome
then.
can't come through.
They
Can't do
can't
shit about it.
get rid of broken mind and other
Well,
psionic.
he can like do reset operation on cyborgs, but that's it.
Huh.
Hmm. Oh. Well, this is good against the armor, I guess.
Production ready.
Yes. It's getting closer.
Some
every
free stuff.
day.
I like free stuff.
I made
Meanwhile,
those.
zombies doing whatever.
Those matriarchs are interesting units. I made them in one of my games. I don't like them though. They're not as good as others. It's neat to be able to have a unit that can scan that's not as squishy as a what you call them.
Objective
I'm not gonna say more, but other than that, I just had to react. Ow.
I don't understand a single word from what you just said.
Don't worry about it then. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm hopping
Everything
around,
is
watching
fine.
different things.
Everything is fine.
Yeah. Always has been.
Production ready.
Hey zombie. I'm curious. Can you show me how many cities you have by like zooming out or something? Yeah. All right. All right. All right.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Oh, you know, he's done something since you guys started playing today. I mean, doubled his city count, maybe.
Hmm.
Happiness
Means 4.
Would be nice.
sector annex.
If only I have. Okay. Okay.
These
Trespassers.
randomly. Ah, faction war. Interesting. You are using exploit.
Why? Because he's at war with the bees?
Yeah, he's avoiding consequences of his actions. I'm proud of you.
Oh, I see. He's putting the thing on to make him happy. Yeah, yeah.
Avoiding consequences of his action like a pro.
I forgot what that Celestial one does, but you're saying he's not just canceling out the morale penalty, he's getting rid of it.
It is. He's negating it.
Okay, he's
Not
negating
just
it.
overriding, straight up negating.
That's funny.
It's like indenture, only better.
Can't get better than indentured, they're the best.
You can have only positive morale.
What is happening here, Amikdara?
I declare an attack on the rest meadow of Copper Stronghold of MPS.
On the right side of the Empire.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I move? Will you defend it?
Huh?
Okay, are you engaging now?
Нет. No.
What?
He said no.
I said yeah, no.
I heard no.
No mean yes, attack.
Oh, no means yes attack. Got it.
He no defend.
I understand now.
It's actually being absorbed. Interesting. This sector is bad. Maybe I'll just raise it.
Do it.
Just do it.
It's free resources.
No, it's nothing.
Oh, is it got nothing on it? Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, burn it down.
Nothing.
We don't need it. Well, that looks like a bunch of random stacks over there.
We'll keep it.
Now I'm curious. I have to see MPS's side of things.
Oh.
I'll probably head off before you guys get into another big fight. I'm just curious to see if they'll have if you guys are setting up for one of those situations. Sometimes it takes a while to get armies into position. Other times, not so much. Sometimes they're just right where you need them.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what you're seeing, zombie.
Я не знаю. Oh, I don't know. I need cry or laugh.
She may just surrender to you. I don't think she wants to pay that upkeep anymore. I think she regrets that decision.
Oh.
If you take it over and then she takes it over, what happens to the militia? Is it all reset or is it?
No, you'll get to keep it and pay it.
No, I raise this.
It's not worth paying there.
I built energy exploitation there, so it's actually fine in plus.
Ooh.
Right now.
Wow.
Fancy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to burn
And
down the
shielding.
energy sector. That's
Or not.
I think you have to burn down the energy sector, zombie.
Yeah.
It's
I need.
It's only gonna have a
But,
1,200 strength on it. Yeah, don't worry.
It's also.
Oh, it's less than the
big
other.
militia.
I thought. Oh, that's because of turrets or something, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe turrets.
Amikdara, did you make turrets?
Yes, of course I made turrets.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of nowhere, of zombies territory.
Yeah, they're kind of free-ish. They take production, but no upkeep.
Yeah, it's be my fortpost.
I don't need production there
Or
anymore.
attacking.
Fair.
Okay. I get it.
Ooh, I see what happened to that city.
Right.
Oh, the bees. They're really the best faction to be at war with.
Yeah.
It's the other thing. If you're looking for an easy NPC faction to kill and you see the growth, that would be my choice. That'd be who I attack.
Okay, let's do Doctrine Exploit.
Oh, I need to
Okay,
watch your
watching
Doctrine
exactly how I
exploit.
do it.
Do your Doctrine
No more
exploit.
exploits.
I mean, Doctrine gameplay.
Yeah.
You don't need builder right now. That makes sense.
No. Well, maybe next.
Next turn.
Yeah. The good idea, Vince. Like, actually, it's not a bad idea at all. Keep at it.
Just tell all the ones that are building to wait a turn, and then you can do your thing now, right? They'll just like make
Builder,
energy.
Palatial Propaganda Networks. I have Negotiator and Palatial Propaganda. Some bonuses, minor bonuses. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go shopping.
Sirens.
Yeah, prime rank. Instant.
Yeah, that's a good deal. That's a good bargain. What percentage do you have off right now? Is it just 20 or 30?
30.
Damn. Alright.
Well, I only got 4, but they are quite buff.
Mm-hmm. They do a thing. They do
No,
it well.
I will dismantle.
Wait, which one was the Palatial one again? Does that give you experience?
Oh, that's like pro reputation. Now I can prime my combat.
Yeah, you got you're swimming and
moves.
stuff. It's funny to watch.
So I'll get this one. And this one. Yeah. That should suffice.
That makes sense.
I'll get this one. Maybe defensive is good.
Just get all of them, you know? Like, why not?
I need to decide an order anyway.
No, you're not. Yeah, you don't have unlimited casting points. That's the thing.
Damn. Annoying. Just I know it.
What? You could have paid that. You just out of principle.
Why would I pay them anything?
Alignment, dude. Alignment. It makes your stuff cheaper.
I'm strong now. I don't care for alignment. Just whatever I want.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Age of Wonders 4 is so close. I agree, Tiger Eye. Well,
Yeah,
how
I want to mod this.
With alignment and other stuff.
Coming at me.
2 weeks and a bit. It's crazy to think about. 10 days away? No, not 10. I can do math. 17?
Pity I don't have eyes. Shit. If I could mod them with eyes, that would be something else.
Oh, yes. Well, you wasted your influence.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Now my military.
Yes, we're at that point. That's not a cheap unit.
Maybe I shouldn't.
What's the plight? No, you want the plight thing, don't you? That thing's good.
Thing is, if it's needed, there's so much support. They can just get it out externally.
Mm-hmm. It's fair.
I want to massive impact, for sure. Want this. then either this or something against armor might be invaluable. Maybe I can do cheap ones. Yeah, probably that should do. Split.
So cheap. It's nothing. Easy. Wait, hold up. How much production does that city make? I need you to show me something. Oh, alright. Alright, interesting.
I can make more than one.
That's a bit.
Sure, maybe I will. I will pay it fine because it gives me peace. Gives me one.
Yeah.
Influence per turn.
Yeah.
For energy.
Be a nice guy. You know you want to.
There is nothing stopping you about it.
I know you're gonna.
Ты готов доигрывать?
I can't wait for the nice guy to be the meta that
Да?
Amikdara
Amikdara.
adopts because it's actually
Amikdara.
better in 4.
Actually, the city MPS was captured by marauders.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Fortunate.
And the tragedy.
Can I level up my destroyer?
Вижу смысл тут доигрывать, тут уже все понятно.
When he
Типа, ну да, мы проиграли.
Пропонуєш здатися?
Ну да. Я уже все увидел.
Amikdara,
Yeah.
you win.
He's surrendering.
Yeah, we surrender.
Why? Do you even
I've been looking at his numbers. This makes a lot of sense to me because your numbers are better, Amikdara. Your numbers are just better.
I hoped I could get to use exemplars with diviners.
That's
no,
so funny.
You don't.
Never get to use them. Everyone surrenders before.
All right. Should I tell Amikdara the numbers?
No. I don't want. It's so scary.
Actually surrender.
I think Amikdara should post how
just
much
won't-
income
I
she has. Like at the very least, just show them the numbers.
I won the game without a single combat.
No, that can't be right. Well played, Amikdara. Well, that's perfect. I was just thinking I need to get
scary,
going.
Amikdara, you're too strong.
That is hilarious. I'm so
My
happy
God.
I stuck
I
around
was
for that.
playing like 20 turns in advance. I had like alternative city production just for diviners support. I had like this
Yes.
like sages,
Amikdara,
more diviners, exemplar.
Do you know? I have nothing. One army stuck and zero resources.
Literally won the game without single fight.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's one of the best ways that could have ended.
Let's see on the stats. Why was MPS so bad off though?
I don't know.
How did he find about my things? Did he like infiltrate or steal map?
He probably just saw you approaching that city
Yeah.
and saw
Yeah,
the units.
maybe.
But my taking is a bit.
Saw your army.
We
Yeah,
were
I have
talking
double
a
my
little
thing.
bit about your just general economy too, so he probably was like, I don't have that. I can't fight that.
Yeah. The economy really